Story: Princess Ella and the Sorcerer's End. Once upon a time, in a beautiful and bright kingdom called Illoria, there ruled a king named Edward, who was kind-hearted, wise, and fair. The people of the kingdom loved him immensely. But there was a secret in this kingdom. No one had ever seen the king's daughter, Princess Ella. Ella, who lived inside the palace, was gentle, beautiful, and intelligent, yet the king loved her so much that he never allowed her to step outside. He feared the world could not handle her extraordinary beauty. Time passed, and the day came when the king announced, "Whoever wishes to marry my daughter, Princess Ella, must come to the palace and express their desire." The entire kingdom buzzed with excitement. Princes, nobles, and dignitaries came to the palace. But Princess Ella's heart was conflicted. She wished to marry someone pure-hearted and sincere, not someone greedy for wealth or fame. She told her father, "Father, I need some time to think. I want to decide who is worthy of my heart." The king replied, "Time is short, but fine, my daughter. Think wisely." A few days later, Ella heard that a sorcerer named Marcon had arrived in the kingdom who could tell people their future. She told her mother, Queen Amelia, "Mother, I will secretly go see the sorcerer tonight to learn my future. Promise me no one will know." Though worried, the queen allowed her. That night, Ella disguised herself as a common girl and went to the lively marketplace. Everywhere there were colorful lights, the smell of food, and cheerful crowds. She entered the sorcerer's tent and said, "Oh, sorcerer, please tell me, what does my future hold? Who will I marry?" Marcon gazed into her eyes and smiled. "You will lose everything you take pride in so that you may recognize true love." He placed his magical hand on Ella's face, and in an instant, her nose grew long and grotesque. Ella screamed and ran back to the palace. Her mother saw her and cried, "I told you not to go outside." The secret remained hidden for a few days, but eventually the king found out. Furious, he declared, "You shall remain confined in the back of the palace. This is your punishment." Ella spent many days in confinement, but one night she secretly left the palace. She resolved to find the sorcerer and break the curse. She journeyed through forests, hungry and exhausted, until she reached a city. She had not a single coin. A young man named Arion, selling mirrors at a stall, saw her and asked gently, "Why are you hiding your face?" Ella lowered her head silently. Arion said kindly, "It's okay. Here, take this food." Tears filled Ella's eyes. She whispered, "You are such a kind person." Ella asked if she could help at his stall to earn some coins. Arion agreed. As days passed, their quiet friendship slowly blossomed into love. One day, Ella spotted Sorcerer Marcon in the marketplace. She chased after him, but he vanished into thin air. Afterward, she wanted to tell Arion the truth but lacked the courage. A few days later, tired, she returned to the palace. The king had decided it was time to finalize her marriage. By fate, the suitor brought to the palace was Arion himself, though he did not know that Ella was the princess. When the truth was revealed, Arion said, "I am a poor man. I cannot make a princess happy." The king, angered, dismissed Arion from the palace. Ella wept bitterly and thought, "If only he knew, love is not about wealth, it comes from the heart." A few days later, Ella set out to find Arion. At the edge of the forest, she found him sitting. "Why did you refuse me?" Ella cried. Arion replied, "I didn't want to hurt you. You are a princess, and I am just a common man." Ella gently said, "Your heart is the most precious thing to me. You are my true happiness." At that very moment, Sorcerer Marcon appeared. He said, "You have recognized true love, Princess Ella. Your spell is broken." Suddenly, Ella's face shone with radiant light, and her nose returned to its original form. She looked even more beautiful than before. She went to her father and said, "Father, I will marry Irian. He has shown me the true meaning of love." The king looked into his daughter's eyes, saw her sincerity, and smiled. "My daughter, if your heart is pleased, then so is mine." Thus, Ella and Irian were married in a grand celebration. The entire kingdom saw the princess for the first time, beautiful, kind, and glowing with the light of true love. From that day on, the people of Eloria learned a timeless lesson. True beauty is not in the face, but in the heart.